We decided to go to the pool hall. Apparently used to be a regular at another pool hall by her old house, winning the local tournaments and making a name for herself. She wanted to check out the scenery here. It wasn't too shabby. I had a table game myself, so I was excited. Every shot she made was perfect. The balls just sank into the pockets. Like each pocket was a black hole and just waiting for something to trespass into its field. Out of 17 games we played, I think I made round 23 shots. She just kept running the table. It was funny because she kept apologizing for being so good. I waved the apology and complimented her on her skill, causing her to giggle more. Every time she laughed, I feel harder and harder. And to be honest, I was excited when the cue ball landed on my side of the table. You know, 'cause she bent over to take her shot, and many pros do. We left after that. She said she had to go home and she had to do some errands to run. Being new in the neighborhood and all, I agreed. Since I had a Facebook application that I had to update, obviously I didn't give her the reason. Obviously I didn't give her that reason. Jesus, what the hell's wrong with me? Passing up an amazing girl for Facebook? Ugh. So we exchanged numbers and parted ways. I couldn't believe it. I actually scored a beautiful woman. Hell yeah! Weeks and months passed on. We continued to talk and eventually began regularly dating. The relationship moved pretty quickly, and it seemed we were truly matched for each other. After about 7 months of dating, I asked her to marry me. I popped the question on the 17th, because that's how many games we played on our first date. She found that so romantic, and flew into my arms, screaming yes to the skies. Things were finally looking up. I moved out of my shitbox apartment and into her house. I always admired the cozy feel of her 2-bedroom ranch house. Something perfect to start a family in. As I was moving my final things, I noticed how much of a mess I was making with the boxes and stuff and all. I apologized and mentioned to the basement to finish moving the things. Her face instantly darted to mine. In a hurried, almost frantic voice, she assured me that she'd take care of the rest of my things, and I could relax. It was a bit odd, sure, but she has been through so much excruciating sadness throughout her life that was having a physical illness is something I expected. I complied to her request. The next few months were great. We never got tired of each other. And on our wedding day, the kiss we shared on that altar was so special that I firmly believe angels surrounded us and serrated us with harps and 2 trumpets. As our lips connected and sparked so brightly, the entire room was illuminated. I'll leave out the details of the honeymoon, as this is not a pornographic piece. She always was leery of me, approaching me in an unforbidding She was always leery of me approaching the unforbidding basement. Sometimes to the point of arguing with me about it. But aside from that, I didn't see any fault in her. Until everything I knew about life was shattered. One day she told me she was going to the grocery store. I noted that I wanted ground beef to make some hamburgers for dinner. She smiled at me with that cute, adorable smile, and we grown to love each other and headed out. After climbing Burger King's corporate ladder, I had finally attained a position of financial manager for the entire state. I was working on some budget information assisting the costs of the franchise across the state. It was a long and arduous process, but I was getting ready above the 6 figures for it. I wasn't complaining. After each report was fully completed, I evaluated. I moved the files to a USB drive so I could upload them to my computer. For a corporate meeting the next day, to my horror, with 3 reports left to finish, my computer crashed. And if I didn't get these reports, I would surely lose my job. I called my wife asking if she had another computer or something I could use, but she didn't answer. I rummaged through the house, trying to find something to finish these last reports with no avail. Desperate times called for desperate measures. I took the daring risk of approaching the basement. The handle was uneasily cold, and the door was locked. Frustrated and defeated, I slumped onto the couch in desperate depression. That is, until I realized there was a specific flower pot that my wife always guarded with her life. On a hunch, I went to it and found the key at the bottom of the pot under the dirt.